Good morning, all. Today's a fun one. Hey, it's Gord, your hurtin' hippie, and today we're talking Russian superstition, and we're talking superstition in general. I do want to first disclaim, I am not making fun of these superstitions. I've seen them at work. My ex-wife is Russian, my son is Russian. I've spent a lot of time in Eastern Europe, all through there. It is predominant. They believe these, and I've always said perception is reality to the perceiver. So it's very important to understand, if you know a Russian, if there's a Russian in your life, to understand their superstitions and to respect them is an important thing. We all have our own beliefs. We don't have to believe those things that others believe in. We don't have to. I'm not saying that. I'm saying respecting the belief of others. And this goes along with what I've been saying all week long. I do not live on the left side of the world very often. There's a few opinions I have that are liberal leaning, and most of mine are fairly conservative. I don't fit in any peg, but I respect people no matter what side of the aisle they're on. None of them are evil. They're doing what they're doing because they love people and they want life to be better. That's it. Yes, there are evil people out there, but no side of the fence has the lion's share of it. Now that I've said that, I'm not doing this to offend anybody. In fact, a couple of people asked when I mentioned about Russian traditions. I have printed them off because I don't know them all, but I've seen most of them in play, and I'm going to read the top, I think it's 10. Yeah, the top 10. I'm going to read the top 10 to you. So the very first one, and I've seen this, they take out the garbage in the morning. Garbage should never be taken out at the end of the day right before going to sleep. It's bad luck and could even cause a divorce. So, careful. Some of these I'll talk to. Some of them there's not much to say, like that one. Number 2, you left the house for the day and realized that you forgot something. It's okay to come back in and get it, but you absolutely have to look at yourself in the mirror before doing it again. You do. I've seen this in play. You leave, I forgot my phone. You go back in. Most Russian homes will have a mirror right near the door. That way you can facilitate that without having to run to the bathroom or something. So, very interesting. Number 3, never sit at the corner of a table. You will not get married, or you will not have a happy marriage for 7 years. 7 years of bad luck about marriage. Sitting at the corner of a table. When leaving the house for an extended period of time, and this is something that actually I still practice because I think, what the heck, it's a kind of fun thing. When leaving the house for an extended period of time, right before stepping outside, the traveler and all others have to sit down for a few moments in silence. For the road, we say. Yedo dorogi. I forget. Yedo dorogi or something like that, but they say for the road. And this is to have safe travel. We've done it. I've done it for probably 12 years now. Anytime we're going out on an extended trip, not just you're going out to the park or something, going for a little drive, but an extended trip, an overnight, a long one, a full day thing, an excursion. All of you sit down on the couch, just keep quiet for a minute and it's just a calming before going, and I really like it. And it's supposed to bring good luck on your trip. Number 5, washing your hair or wearing something new on exam date is asking for a bad mark. Don't dress up. Don't wash your hair. You'll get a better mark. When pregnant, a woman's not supposed to cut her hair. It'll shorten the length of the baby's life. And believe me, they believe these so much that there's no way my wife got her hair cut when she was pregnant. When talking about somebody else's wounds or injuries, never show them on yourself. It's bringing the, I could say it to myself, the same could happen to you. If I'm talking about a friend who got a cut on his shoulder and I point at my shoulder, my ex-wife would still quickly reach over, try to blow away the bad mojo I just put on myself by showing their injury on me. You're inviting it to yourself. And she was very adamant on that. In fact, she'd get mad because blowing it away doesn't necessarily take it away. The best thing is to not show it on yourself in the first place. That's a big one. That's a real big one. If someone is walking towards you with an empty bucket, say they're on the hunt for mushrooms. They do that a lot in Europe. Bad luck. So you see somebody walking towards you with an empty bucket, better maybe stay at home for a while, see how your luck goes. Spilled salt will bring a conflict in the house. Russians love it when you break something. That isn't one on here, but if you break a glass, if you break a plate, drop something, and it was accidental, that's going to bring you good luck, but don't spill the salt. And I like how it says, before I get to the last one, I have to warn you, do not try this at home. If you have a Russian, don't do this. I had to teach my young son who's learning, do not whistle in the house. Do not whistle in the house if you're around Russians. What it says is you're bringing financial ruin upon yourself, or you're calling cockroaches and you'll have a cockroach infestation. Either of those is rather big, and they really believe it. My young boy was learning to whistle, and he's getting pretty good at it. His grandpa can whistle a tune so beautifully, I would hear him whistle forever. But hearing new people whistle when they're learning, Pasha was getting better. But it becomes a habit to just, I can't whistle. But it's habit forming. And he kept doing it at his house, that it just drove his mom nuts. And she said to me, please help him understand. You can't do that in the house. So I taught him, you can whistle in our house all you want. If you don't believe in the bad luck won't come. But if you believe in it, it's going to come by just the sheer power of the mind. You're going to bring bad luck upon yourself if you truly believe that somebody has already put it on you. So don't whistle in the house around a Russian. There are other things, and if I can remember them, we'll put them below in the comments. I hope you've enjoyed this. This was just a fun one. I'm dealing with a 2-day migraine now. I can't get rid of it. I can't get ahead of it. It hurts like hell, but I'm in a good mood. Thanks to all of you. Peace and cheers, friends. Love and harmony.